everybody, yes, it's Pithia, and welcome back to another tutorial on the YouTube channel TwinPlayz. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a drunk, dizzy effect animation. This was actually just recently requested by a friend, and I decided, I'll make this, sorry, by a fan. So I actually just made this right now. It's a little messy, but of course, it works, and that's what matters. And there's a few things you can do about this, but I just want to know this is a 17 and plus only thing to put into your game. So do not put this in a game, just normal. It has to be an 18, 17 plus restriction. And these are for like bar games and things like that. So, make sure do not have this if it's not that private, certain setting. But yeah, so you're actually going to head over to Roblox Studio. And once you go into Roblox Studio, I'm going to actually leave all the links in the description. Feel free to join the Discord and leave suggestions if you want, because, that's where I just did this suggestion. Now, I'm actually going to just show you guys how this works. It's really cool. I had ChatGPT actually just cook it up for me. Now, there's some things you guys can configure on yourself and if you want. But basically, you just click a button, right? So it's going to do the drinking. It actually has a drinking sound. And now it's like playing this like little drunk walk animation. There's definitely more you can like kind of do to this and like mess around if you want. I kind of just did it a little crappy, and I'm going to work on a better updated version, but this is just a fun little tutorial, of course. But as you click it, so I clicked it one more time, another thing drinks, it actually like makes me a little even more drunk. So basically does a little blur effect. Do it another time. So as you can tell, I'm actually getting even more and more dizzier, and this animation picks up. Camera darker. Now I'm on the 4th level, if I'm right. That was my 4th click. So now I'm like barely can see anything. And I'm just like really drunk. Now I click the 5th time. It does a ragdoll. So it basically kills you and ragdolls you. Now you can really do like whatever you want with this. But there's also other ways if you want to make it so you ragdoll on like the 4th one, let's say, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. It's just a little effect that makes you dizzy and drunk, and then it just kills you if you you drink too much, basically. So we're gonna go in the description. I'm gonna just quickly pause this video because I actually did not make the model just yet, but as you can tell, it's right here. So let's just grab this model real quick. All right, so you're gonna grab this cup thing right here. You can download it. You can open in Studio, whatever's easier for you guys. I made it so you can just, get it super easy to do. But basically, you're going to load in. And it's going to have this folder right here for you. So get this folder open. There's going to be a starter pack, a server script, and workspace, and replicate storage. So starter pack, feel free to put this in here. You can do Control U, or you can go, whatever, and just do a right click and then hit ungroup. Workspace, we'll just do the same thing, and then replicated storage. It's a little messy, but talking about this, in the last few videos, I actually did a video on the Ragdoll service. So if you want to learn more about Ragdoll service and stuff, go watch that video. And this is all optional, but we have 2 main scripts in here. So this is the drunk movement script, and then this is the Ragdoll tag. You could honestly merge these into one script. I don't know why I didn't do that, but you could actually just copy and paste this into here if you want and just put it in here. But what I do have right here for you guys, and this is something you can configure later, basically right here is another ragdoll thing if you desire. So, right here, you can actually just basically the max string. So we get a server event, we send it to the server. This is where we do the ragdoll and everything, and we do the health as well. But basically, if the max string right now is 5, which I'm going to show you in a sec here, if it's, you just minus it by 1. So if you want them to ragdoll like when they just drink their 4th time before they die, you can do that. So just uncomment this, but that's up to you guys. And then the ragdoll, this is just to help with adding ragdollable and all that stuff. So you don't need to worry about that. Oh, AI assistant. Awesome. Now, this is the module for ragdoll service. Don't worry about this. And then this is a drunk event. And then of course the cup right here. So when you go into this cup, this is what it looks like. Now, depending on what you want to do, if you want to customize it, there's a few ways of customizing it. And I added like a part in here to just look like beer or whatever. And you can actually make a script that makes it so like, this is like a fillable liquid. And that kind of goes apart with the cafe series, which we're going to get into later. So, I'll discuss that with you guys if you want to watch those series and those episodes. But in here we have the cup. You can mess around with this, and also you can use the tool grip editor plugin if you don't have it, and it'll help you, edit the tool grip and everything like that. But all you need is just this local script and something to carry. But this is the main script. This is how it all works. Now, it's a little bit messy, of course, too. But yeah, so anything you really have to touch. Drunk level is always 0, so keep that there. Max drinks, keep it at 5. Or, I mean, you don't have to keep it at 5. You can do 10, whatever you want. It's just if you increase that 5 up to anything higher, it's basically going to make it, like, even more horrible drunk. Like, they probably won't even be able to see. I mean, we can even test it out, so we'll do that. And then, yeah, sorry, this is gonna go in the starter pack, so we'll put it in the starter pack again. But yeah, so we have a few things. We have the drink animation, the idle animation, which I'm going to talk about in a sec. We have a speed effect. So if this is basically just timesing it by how much we want to make them like more dizzier or whatever for the animation. So you can mess with this if you want. Blur size, keep it at 3. I think that was the best tweak for it. You could go a little lower if you do 10. So that's the other thing. If you go higher on the max drinks, turning that blur size down is the best way to do it. So yeah, this is where we create a few things. So there's this drunk effect UI. We're actually not even using this. So if you do want to use it, you can implement it. I just had it as another thing. There is the blur frame, the blur. We do have a color frame. I don't think we, oh yeah, we do use this actually. So we do use the color frame. And then we do have a color correction. So that's where we do that thing. And then depth of field, as well as changing it, making it look a little more darker and stuff. I mean, the camera FOV. But yeah, so this is the start camera effect. This is where we do all of the like camera stuff to make it all, a little weirder, I guess you can say. Stop camera effect. This is just going to be to stop everything and set it all back to 0. And then reset all. This is where we turn everything off or we reset everything. Drunk levels back to 0. So, when someone dies. And then this is the drink function. So this is how the script works in general. So script.parent.drink. So this is actually going to play that drink sound. So if you want to change that, feel free to change that. Then drunk level, we're going to add 1 to that. So now it's going to go up to 1. And now we're like 1 through 5. Blur size, this is where we do that blur size, drunk level. We start the camera effect. And then this is where we play the drink animation. And then this is where we play the idle, the dizzy animation. And then this is where we adjust that speed for the dizziness every time they drink. So when we do tool.activated, we connect the drink function. That's what we're doing. Then we have the drink event. This is what's finding your server and doing that drunk movement right here. So on server event, we're checking for everything, blah, blah, blah. And then this is where we do, if drunk level is greater than or equal to, 5, then, or 10 now, it looks like, we're going to kill them. And then right here, reset on spawn. So yeah, when we just connect, we reset everything, and then humanoid.die, we reset all. And then yeah, connect the character right here. So actually testing it out now that we did 10, it should work. And I'll teach you guys the animations as well. But yeah, so we have 1 right here. So that's just 1 drink. Okay, so it's a little wobbly, a little blah blah blah. 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. Well, looks like 5 just killed us. I think. Oh yeah, duh. 10. 5 is the mount. You have to change on the drunk movement as well. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're like just off the charts drunk. I don't even know what's going on. 10. You're done. So that's basically it, you guys. It's just a little funny thing. Okay, I actually almost forgot. Sorry, I had to cut this out real quick. So animation wise, basically you have the animations. Sorry, I actually probably should just get this back real quick. You have the animations, you have the dizzy and the drink. Now to do these, you have an animation editor. Okay, it's just go to avatar, go to open it up. Clicking this will look at a few things. Okay, we have the drink animation. So oops, I don't know why it's not showing right here. There we go. So once you okay, what's going on? There we go. So if you click play right here, this is the drinking animation. Now you can customize this to however you want or how you like. You could even just make a brand new one. Main thing is you want to set the animation priority. Just do action 4. That's the best one to do. It's the highest priority because they're drinking it. We want them to do that animation. So set that to 4. Make sure this is not looped, and then you're gonna hit publish to Roblox. Once you publish it to Roblox, you're gonna get the asset ID, and you're gonna actually import it inside the tool. So inside the tool, there should be this little drink animation. Change that animation. So that's the first one. Now when it comes to the dizzy animation, this one not amazing, but you can actually just go in here. It is looped. keep that on, but I just did this. This is what I did. Nothing too crazy. Of course, animation priority for this is going to be movement because we are moving while we're doing this maybe. So movement is the animation priority. And that's basically it. So then you do the same thing. You upload that, get the animation ID, and you put it under the Dizzy animation. And yeah, let's go to the next part. You know, you can kind of mess around with it. Like I said, be careful with the max amount of drinks. Now, like I said, I want to make a better version where it's like, you know, you're actually like wobbling, like your character's kind of moving forwards towards something and it's like screwing you up. But for now, that's kind of it, you guys. I hope you did enjoy like this little short tutorial. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.